Carlson faces off against Lucas Sedlak and William Nylander. Sedlak trying to work that free. So Edmondson held the line. Lucas Raymond a long shot. And Pamelka, the Utah Mammoth goaltender. Marcus Johansson, he's tied up. Now Johansson trying to work it free. Back at the point, helped by Rasmus Sandin. Plays it back across on a hard shot by Jonas Brodin, kicked away by Pamelka with 3 goals in this tournament. Had 4 all season for Minnesota in the NHL. Walking in is Nylander. Nylander sends that pass in front, and Raymond hit the side of the goal. Great pass there from Nylander. Kicks that ahead for Cervenka, that's knocked away. A bouncing puck for Johansson. At the line, kept alive by Zibanejad for Johansson. Walking in, Pamelka down, jam play, side of the goal, reaching for it to Zibanejad.
From Johansson, as Sedlak turns the puck over, and Johansson trying to wrap around, almost gets it there. But Zibanejad is free and alone, but he overskates the top of the slot and can't corral it off his skate quickly.
Hronek. Up for Necas, moves away from Carlson. Martin Necas. Threads it back in front. A quick shot there by Fleck, turned away by Markstrom.
Necas played extraordinarily well.
Right.
Produced more than you could have hoped. He just wasn't even ranking.
Who is right now? William Karlsson back down to Lucas Raymond. For Sandin. Back across to Nylander, walks it and shoots! And Pamelka makes the stop on Nylander. Lines that back down to Sedlak and around for Cervenka. Cervenka. Hronek. To Sedlak, was backdoor. A great chance for Pastrnak, but turned away by Markstrom. Drops it back to Sandin and across to Nylander. Sandin. Long wrist shot goes off the skate right to Nylander in front to Raymond, shoots. That deflected wide as Hronek got in the way, and Philip Hronek sends it down the ice.
That's a really good block by Hronek. Nylander is finding Raymond nicely through the seam, and Hronek keeps coming over to bother Raymond on the shot.
Inside a minute to go in the Swedish power play, Zibanejad. Plays it back across. Elias Lindholm has 2 power play goals for the Swedes. Here's Forsberg on it. Back to Anderson for Backlund. Michael Backlund looks back. Anderson with it. Feeds it right to the front of the goal. They score! Leo Carlsson on the tip. And the Swedes have a power play goal to take a 1-0 lead.
Well, a bad penalty by Pastrnak in the neutral zone cost them a little bit as Czechia gets running out wide, and on the rotation, Carlsson slides up from behind the goal line, head up the whole time to Rasmus Anderson. Shot pass, and a nice little tip over the pad, under the glove.
Shots are 14-2 Canada in that game. Necas winds it and shoots. Markstrom knocked that away. And we got a penalty coming to the Swedes. Wires it around the boards. It's knocked down by Pastrnak. Swings it back to Hronek. Cervenka back in for Pastrnak. Swings it across to Necas with time. Shoots, and Markstrom makes the stop and hangs on. Send it up for Johansson. Marcus Johansson working in one-on-one on Krejcik. Gets it right back. Johansson drops it back to Wenberg. His shot. Pamelka made the blocker save. Feeds it back across to Raymond. The centering pass knocked away. And Klapka. In the middle of the ice. It's picked up by Raymond with the checks changing. Raymond shoots, scores! Lucas Raymond snaps it by Pamelka. And the Swedes have a 2-0 lead, just like that.
This is on a bad turnover. Czechia going for a change. They cough it up, and Raymond's in alone. He's got such a good shot. He doesn't have to get much closer than that. And Hayek overskates it. He's a defenseman, actually. There's nobody in behind.
Here's Sandin back with it. Time winding down here in the period. Long lead pass for Raymond. Here he comes again. Lucas Raymond in, fire, scores! He got him again. It's 3-0. Same spot.
84 in the middle of the ice. Now he's going to try to run at him. It's never good when you are skating in the same direction as the guy you're trying to defend. As a defenseman, he's going forward. That's an easy cutback middle.
3-0 lead in front of this delighted Stockholm crowd. You mentioned it, Mike, last year. The Czechs did it to them in Prague. Now the Swedes trying to return the favor. Each team's had 2 power plays in the game. Swedes scored their second one.
Got to go fast.
Face off one back to Hronek. Feeds it back across to Pasternak. Down to Cervenka. Cervenka to Pasternak. Fires. Markstrom save. Nature's back across. Cervenka scores. And they do it just before the first penalty expired.
There were 12 seconds left on the clock. And Nature's helps on the face-off. And Pasternak and Cervenka go to work, back and forth. And the patience of Cervenka and Natchez to go through the box. If I'm Natchez, I'm thinking, I better shoot this because I got to score before the time expires. But no, he goes back against the grain, and Cervenka settles. Still in the power play for almost a full 2 minutes late.
And Pasternak stays out there. Drops that back to Hronek. Centering pass, played back across. Cervenka shoots again. Glove save by Markstrom. Natchez swings that down. Pasternak centers it. Sedlak had it blocked by Lindholm. Brought back up by Johansson. Marcus Johansson lays it back down to the Czech zone. Vladar steers that away.
Nylander's really finding Lucas Raymond.
Sends it ahead to William Karlsson. The centering pass bounces down to Vladar. And he'll hang on to that. Anderson played that ahead. Pulled free by Baranek. Works in for Pasternak, but for Baranek, got a stick on that. And Markstrom able to make the save. Looks back to Raymond, a shot he fired it wide. Larson back around for Nylander. Played back, and a quick shot by Heineman off the side of the goal. Heineman back with it. Swings that back to Adam Larson, a shot bouncing, puck in front, knocked away by Krejci. Big hit in the corner. IIHF was tucked down, another big hit. Pasternak. Zibanejad back with it. Zibanejad walks in, feeds that back across. Johansson missed it. Now Edmondson a shot. That was knocked down by Vladar. Down to Lundestrom. There's Wenberg. Loose at the side of the goal. Jam play. Vladar gets the glove down and hangs on, and a penalty coming here late. And Nylander pivots back. Drops it off to Karlsson. Feeds that back to Sandin. A long shot got through, and Vladar able to make the save and hang on. Long pass at center ice as Pasternak finds Cervenka moving in, shoots, marks from the save. Cervenka back on it. Now to Hacek with it. Sedlak drops it back to Hacek, in, shoots, marks from the stop. From a sharp angle, Pasternak. Lauko looks ahead, finds Pasternak one-on-one with Pettersson, and Marcus Pettersson knocks that away. Up to center ice for Zibanejad, chips it there for Johansson busting in. Johansson for Zibanejad, feeds it back in front, Leo Carlsson scores! Leo Carlsson has his second.
Play by Sweden on the transition. Zibanejad lets Johansson skate on into it. Gets on his horse at the 3-on-3, but Cervenka is on Karlsson, and Karlsson's so big and rangy, you got to be on his stick, not just near his body. And Cervenka's around it, but not right. A lot of faith in Rasmus Sandin.
Off the face-off, Sandin shoots. Vladar makes the stop on that. To the Forsberg, a wraparound try. Now Cervenka. Here's Heineman with it. Moves to the side of the goal. Wenberg feeds across. Oh, what a stop! Great pad save by Vladar.
Wenberg over to Lundestrom, little sauce. Doesn't elevate it the first time. Tries a second time, but chops it off the post as Vladar gets across. But the first one just need any sort of chip cut underneath it.
Who had that as the closest quarterfinal game of the day?
My goodness.
Lays back, Spacek a long shot. Markstrom save, rebound, and Markstrom made the stop. In tight on Stratton.
Red down! Yep.
And away we go in the third period. The teams start 5-on-5. Now bouncing puck for back.
behind
Looking back
him.
is Bedard. And he
did
swats
it.
it out. Now Sedlak back with it. Picked back up by Raymond. Lucas Raymond. Now Nylander sends it back in for William Karlsson. He just missed. Hotcheck goes back as both teams change here in the third. Michael Spacek. Lead pass for Vojinilek. Centers it, marks it down, rebound, score! Looked like Michael Spacek might have got the last touch on that. And the Czechs are back within 2 of this World Championship.
Very innocent looking play as Vojinilek drives it in deep and fends off Rasmus Sandin, throws it in front. It's all about body position. And Lucas Raymond, or Elias Lindholm, in behind Spacek, no leverage. And Spacek able to get
off the draw. Pettersson plays it around. Knocked towards the goal by Forsberg, and he's got it.
His first, finally.
From distance. Right.
It's not like he hasn't had looks. He just hasn't been able to find the back of the net. So maybe for Sweden, this is more than just an empty netter. Good face-off win. Good board play to get the puck down. And with a 2-goal advantage, you certainly can shoot for the net or put it down without worrying about icing it.
And Denmark has just taken the lead on Canada with 48 seconds to go in the third period. The Danes about to pull off one of the most stunning upsets in the history of the tournament.